The Saints won both prior meetings, but the Bucs come into this one having won 5 straight games. Fox Sports NFL analyst Michael Vick is with us now. So, Michael, which 40-something old quarterback is playing at a higher level right now, Brady or Brees? And by the way, Brees' birthday coming up on Friday. He'll be 42.
All right, well, happy birthday to Drew. But right now, I think Tom playing at a super high level right now, and I won't take anything away from Drew. But I will say this, Drew, he had the rib injury, and, he missed a couple games, and it could have set him back a little bit in terms of, the feel for the game and having to get back into a flow for the game. And that was kind of evident last night. The accuracy, it was there at times, but I thought balls was thrown behind guys, and Drew didn't look as comfortable in the pocket as he normally does. Tom, on the other hand, looks good in the pocket. His arm looks alive. At the age of, 43, he actually looks like he's coming back for another year or two, and it shows. It's evident. And, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the last 3 games of the season, they're on a 5-game winning streak, but the last 3 games of the season, I think really got this team in sync collectively, and I think it galvanized everybody, and it put them in the comfort level where they really felt good about themselves coming into the playoffs, and it showed. But obviously now Tom feeling good about his game and everything looking like it was supposed to look early in the season. I like them moving forward. So this game this week is going to be extremely important. I don't know if the New Orleans Saints can beat this team 3 times in a row, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be ready this time around, and I think they're getting Tom Brady while Tom Brady is in full form.
Mike, let me ask you a question. You're the older brother, right? You're older than Marcus, right?
Yeah, I'm older.
How many times did you beat Marcus? All of them, because you were just better. That's what it comes down to. Yeah. All this notion about, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. No, it's not. If you better. My brother beat me until I was better than he was. That's just how it works, Mark. Mike, you know that.
Wait, when were you ever better?
Man, stop doing that. I beat him in the backyard. That's what I count.
Hey, Sterling was a beast, man.
Hey, I beat him in the backyard. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, wait a minute. Really? One guy had 11 cracked and broke ribs and a collapsed lung. I better hope the other guy's playing better than he is. If he's not, what is he, on a ventilator? Skip, stop this notion. You know what? You gonna get your day. Your day gonna come, because you got all these little topics. They're talking about Tom. Tom has played well down the stretch.
Well, you're selling him way short.
Great.
Mike, is the Falcons' defense any good? Yes or no? It's a simple yes or no. Are the Falcons' defense any good?
Because they're okay. They
finished dead last, Mike.
I will say this, but they play hard. They play hard. And Shay, I don't care what defense you line up in front of. If you're able to go out and you're able to just annihilate the defense, and that's what Tom Brady did.
Okay, how about this here?
Annihilate any defense. I don't care what they rank, 1 through 32.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did he annihilate the Saints defense in either the game that he played? Yes or no?
No, he did.
Okay, what about the Rams? Yes or no? What about Chicago? Yes or no?
Hey, look, it's about what's happening now.
Okay. Hold on.
You got to lead the pass, and the pass has short-term memory. But you keep it moving.
But you said,
you know that, baby.
But you said he was playing great. I'm saying he's playing great.
I said the last 3 games.
Yes, against bad teams. But has he played great against good teams? That's my question. Because teams are in the playoffs, I thought were good. Are the teams in the playoffs good? Yes or no?
Yeah, teams in the playoffs good. Okay. And last week we talked about the football team and their pass rush, and we didn't talk too much about the secondary or where they was ranked or how good they really are overall as a defense. But we knew that Tom was going to have some problems in front of him and was going to be faced with some problems going against that pass rush. And what did he do?
Heinicke had a high QBR than Tom Brady. Did you know that, Skip?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He did not.
Yeah, the rush yard. Skip, here's the thing, though. He started the game, he was off because he was like 3 or 10 on his first 13 passes, and then he got hot in the middle, and then he kind of cooled off again. So the question is, if he starts, because what we've seen, Skip, when he starts cold against good teams, it's hard for him to get on track. He started cold against the Saints. He started cold against the Rams. He started cold against Chicago. Started cold against my homeboy. Drew Brees has the type of offense, you start cold, they can put 24, 28 points on you, and then you never see them again.
Did you really think he started cold on Saturday night? I must have watched a different game.
Yeah, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
They put up more yards on Washington than anybody has, and it wasn't even close. They put 507 yards up on that defense, ranked third by Pro Football Focus.
All I'm saying, if you look at him early, Skip, in the beginning of the game, in the middle, he got really good, and then toward the end, he tailed off again. Skip, if you miss all those passes, he had 18 incompletions. 18.
Yeah, Shannon, but it's a defense out there. This ain't 7-on-7. This ain't practice.
They were.
The playoffs.
They were.
Give a man a break.
They were. They were the defense out there. Washington put a football team put a defense out there. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, I mean, when you got to go through defenders and tight holes and tight windows, man, every man that lines up behind the center deserves credit for that because it's not an easy task. It was hard for John Elway to find you, Shay. It was hard for him.
Well, I made it easy.
It was hard.
So before I go on this, I would like to ask Mr. Vick, what does it feel like you are 40 years of age and you're watching a 40, soon to be 42-year-old play a 43-year-old, both playing at very high levels, obviously for their ages or even for anybody's age?
Yeah.
So what does that do to you when you're watching them? Do you sit back and think, man, maybe I should have tried longer, I should have stuck with it? What's your gut on this?
Yeah, well, I know we'll get into a segment with Lamar later, but watching him always makes me want to come back and come out of retirement and see where I'm at. But, I do think about that at times. But, I think for me, the gratitude in watching Drew and Tom at their age, I'm sort of living vicariously through them. Like the passion that they still bring to the game. Drew and his ability to go out and win the game when he's not 100% healthy, when his arm is not the strongest, when he's not probably feeling at his best, still finding ways to pull it out. I take gratitude in that, and just watching them and just like living vicariously through them. So it's a really cool thing to see. And at the age of 42 and 43, it's hard. They're better than, 60% of the quarterbacks in the league and still able to go out and find ways to win and get it done with whoever is out there on the field with them. So the biggest compliment go to those guys and the hard work and effort that they put in over the last couple of years.
Well, you got to avoid big hits, and that's what Tom has been able to do. Drew has been able to.
They figured out how to do that. I want to knock on wood.
And you see Tom, like, I'm not taking it. You get close to Tom say, oh, you got me.
They got him 3 times, but he just folds, man.
Yes.
It's like drop and roll, right?
That way they fall on top of you, but they got to hit the knee. Yep. You don't want them to tackle you to the ground. And Tom has mastered that. Drew has done a great job of that. Live to see another day. Mike, you took too many shots early. You should have, if you'd have been if you look back at it now, like, you know what?
True.
I should have just went on out of bounds, got down.
Yep. I think about that too.
Well,
look, I know we'll get into it later, but I think about that
the first 2 years in Philadelphia, my God.
I was one of those guys that felt like I had to get every yard. I'm talking about if it was third and 3 and I got to 3, I'm going for 4 with 2 defenders in front of me. And it set me back. It hurt me in terms of longevity. Thank God I don't feel it now, but it was super evident when I was playing as far as how I felt, and towards the end, I felt like that kind of derailed me a little bit.
So, Michael, my man across the table, Shannon Sharpe, does not want to hear this, but I've been trying to tell him all year, Tom Brady is still Tom Brady. And his man, Tony Dungy, the star of your podcast, said live on national TV on NBC on Saturday night, Tom Brady has never played better than he's playing right now because his pocket feet are so sweet. He moves so well to create time and space in the pocket. And we saw the one late throw to Mike Evans, cross-body after he did a little ballet dance to the left. And you're not giving him enough credit for its mind plus feet. Obviously, it's supreme experience, plus the arm talent has not gone anywhere. You said it's declined. I don't see any decline in arm talent.
What Tony didn't say, this is the most talent that Tom Brady has ever had.
Agreed. I agree.
Ever. More than 2007, more than any year. This is the most talent offensively that Tom Brady has ever played with.
Okay, so I'm going to remind you, in the first game at New Orleans, he was with all new receivers, all new coaching staff, and no preseason. They played not one preseason game. It was all virtual. They were practicing. He was thrown to these guys in some public park in Tampa before they got quarantined, run out of the park. Then that day at New Orleans, he's throwing to Justin Watson and got pick six on a throw to Justin Watson, who then